Hello everyone, this is Master Steve 89 from Ape Supremacy Entertainment with another episode of Metal Gear Saga. This is episode 9 of Snake Eater, and it's called There's No Such Thing as Luck. And this part right here is one of my most hated parts in Metal Gear Solid 3. And it comes right after this stupid darkness part. Because the problem here is there are these flying guys with these like jetpack shield things. I don't even know how to call them. And the problem is that you don't have like a very good camouflage for the area you're in. And they also have these spotlights, and they are just like following the line. This is like just a straight corridor you're walking through here in the water. And they are just like following this straight line, and there are these little gaps that you can go into to the left and to the right, and you have to make it there and go into this little like hiding space in order to get through here without being seen, which is what I'm trying to do, except for like kill fish and stock up on everything. But, of course, my food is full. And there is another one of these stupid frogs. That is actually a gold trophy. You have to... There is one frog in every area you can step in the game. And you have to shoot them once to trigger them. And there are 64, I believe, that you have to find in order to unlock the trophy. And it's annoying as hell. See, now I'm in this little hiding spot. And the spotlight has passed me, so now I can swim on. But at the same time, your oxygen depletes very quickly in this game. And it's also really hard to see and to know how far these spotlights go. See, I'm in another one of these hiding places right now. The problem is just visibility here. You never know how far are they going to stretch. It's really hard to see, and that is why it's so goddamn difficult to get through this area without being seen. This is one of those parts I really don't get all that much. See? It's so hard to tell how far the spotlight goes. And now I'm draining health because I've been underwater for too long. This is like a little secret area. If you don't look around, you are not going to see it. And I believe in the original version, the camera was like hiding this sidearm. And you couldn't see it very well. But this area is kind of important to explore, because there is a lot of like loot you can get. And also I believe this is the spot where you get the sniper rifle. And I immediately trigger the alert phase. And triggering the alert phase here is particularly annoying, because there are these flying things and they are following you everywhere, and they are always resetting the alert phase. So the only way to get rid of them is basically to get underwater. But then again, when you're underwater, you are going to deplete your health. So I try to reset the counter by going here and thinking, yeah, maybe this is a better spot to get out of the way from them. But no, it's even worse. I just hate this part. It's really, really annoying. Every time you have these flying shitheads anywhere in the game, it just gets terrible. See, I'm swimming away so far, and now they've lost me. They've basically lost me because the alert phase, you know, it's going down. But as soon as I stop, they reset it again. So I'm trying to swim away again. These guys just magically know where I am every single fucking time. There's just no way to get out of the alert phase here. At least none that I know of. If you're seen here, you have to fight. It's just that simple, I think. You know, I swam over there because I thought maybe I can hide beneath the pier. Out of sight. See, now, I need to last this like 90 seconds or something. 99 seconds. But my oxygen was depleted, so I had to get up above water. Above the surface again. Well then, as soon as I get above water, immediately the alert phase is re-triggered. And now look at my health. This is like really crazy right now. If I just gasp for air once, I am going to be dead. This is not very well designed, I think. You should be able to like get rid of the alert phase, but there is no possibility here. The game is basically telling you, yeah, well, you've been seen and now you're fucked. That is all. The strange thing is, now that I sit here, somehow nobody can shoot me anymore. But at the same time, now the alert phase is going down. Alright. Let's see what's happening here. Now that I'm not swimming around, that I'm just sitting here, out in the open. Apparently, it works. For whatever reason. I don't know why they don't follow me here. It makes no sense. That's also something that's new in Metal Gear Solid 3 compared to the other Metal Gear titles. Look at my health. It's so low. And I move and they see me. This is so fucking stupid. Seriously. So basically, Big Boss has seen enough. Now he just wants them dead. That's another thing. That fucking spotlight, you can't see where they are. I think this is the only option you have to get out of the alert phase, is to just kill them. The flying guys. You have to kill them. Because otherwise, you're gonna be in the alert phase forever. But it's kind of a miracle that I didn't die here. Seriously. And the alert phase is gone. Camera is really bad here. This entire area, it's just not that well done. But as I said, it's rather important to go here because this is where you get the sniper rifle. And the sniper rifle you can use in the next cutscene to get rid of a boss, which is kind of a secret thing you can do. Which I don't do, but you can get rid of a boss after a cutscene by shooting him. That is something really crazy. There's a cutscene where you see a boss, one of the boss fights later on in the game, and if you just shoot him twice or 3 times with a sniper rifle, he's going to be dead and he's not going to show up later in the game where you have to fight him. That is just something that's really crazy, and these are the kind of little secrets that are really cool about Metal Gear. Even though these games are linear as hell, there are some tweaks and twerks about it that kind of change up the game. There it is. That was the sniper rifle. The SVD. But as I was saying, the kind of a new thing about this Metal Gear is that there are no rations really. There is one item that can restore your health, but you get it. I don't think you can have one at this point. You get them later in the in the big base you get to in the end game. There you find some of the items that restore health, but right here you just basically have to survive on the health bar that you have. And that is something really cool, actually. I mean, the health bar does regenerate here in this game, but not like health regen as we know it right now, that if you just wait for like 5 or 10 seconds without being hit, that your health is going to be restored fully. In this game, it takes a long time to restore your health. Which is, I think, pretty realistic at least. This whole health system is pretty cool, I think, in this game. But now we are going to have ourselves another really cool cutscene involving Ocelot. We find out a lot more about Volgin's personality. And yeah, well, just enjoy the cutscene.
Get your hands off me. I'm not going anywhere.
Really now? How many times must I tell you?
Tanya!
Each time you resist, your lover will suffer the consequences. Is that clear?
Volgin. Damn you!
Hold it right there, traitor. Let's find out just how lucky you are. Watch closely. One of these 3 guns has a single bullet in it. I'm going to pull the trigger 6 times in a row. Are you ready? Huh. Looks like your luck hasn't run out yet.
There's no such thing as luck on the battlefield. You'd better stay in line from now on. The Cobras will take care of him.
Has the CIA dog been disposed of yet?
The pain is dead.
What? He may be a child, but he's definitely one of yours. I fear Khrushchev may have a hand in this. We have no time to lose. You must eliminate him before the final test.
Don't worry. They'll be able to handle it. I'm leaving him to you, the field.
The old man is always sleeping. Is he all right?
The end is saving what life he has left in him for battle. Normally, he's dead. But he'll wake up when the time is right. And when he does, it will be the end for the boy.
No. Sokolov isn't worth your love. You can entertain me until the rain stops. Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
The sorrow, is that you?
Alright, so that was, I think, a really cool cutscene. A couple of things. Look, this is actually where I could kill the End. The guy in the wheelchair. You can see him there, and if you shoot him twice or three times, or I think you have to shoot his tank, I'm not entirely sure actually. But if you shoot him here, you're not going to have to fight the End. But the End is a really cool boss fight, so I didn't do it. There are, I think, 4 different ways to get rid of the End. And they are really, like, creative. A couple of things I want to say about this cutscene. So, when we were in the Virtuous mission, Major Zero said that Sokolov wanted to defect to the west, and they got his family out. But now, for some reason, his wife is back in the Soviet Union, back in the mix. Being Eva or Tanya. So how does that work? Another thing that we see here is like the mentality of Volgin. He's this really sadistic asshole with really short temper that gets angry and kills people left and right when he's mad. Just out of madness, you know? So on the one side, he's like really passionate about his Soviet Union nationalist thing, but he's also like really aggressive and really egocentrical. He does not care about the people around him. He's just gonna waste them if they cross him. Another thing I want to speak about. I told you that I'm not a big fan of the whole twirling thing Ocelot does in this game. And it's just so over the top that he has to like juggle 3 of his revolvers just to remind us that, yeah, he is Revolver Ocelot. But the thing is, it is a character trait in this game, I believe. That's something that just came up to me. Because later in Metal Gear Solid 1, which plays like, I don't know, I think 30 or 40 years after this one, he only has 1 revolver. He is going back to just 6 bullets. And why does he do that? If he can use like 2 revolvers at a time and manage them, why would he not do that later? First of all, he does not need more than 1 revolver later on, because he's just a better soldier or a better marksman or whatever. Also, it doesn't fit his character anymore. Later on, we learn that Ocelot, he kind of likes torture. He is a very controlled and cool guy that is handling like everything. And if he were showing off with his revolver and his twirling skills, that would not fit his character anymore. Here, Ocelot is still trying to find himself, and he's like thinks really highly of himself, and he wants to show that off to everyone around him. He especially wants to show that off to the boss and Snake here, because both of them kind of treat him like a kid, so he really wants to show off how good he is. And that is why he's using 3 revolvers. I still don't like it, because I don't need to see him twirl the guns around for 3 minutes. But I think it's a rather cool idea that Kojima has. And that is something I really like about the series. There is pretty much, you can explain everything if you just think about it hard enough. Or you could just tell me that I'm bullshitting everything, that is because the series does not make sense. But to me, it does make sense in a lot of ways. And the thing that you have to think about stuff, and that you can think about stuff and find explanations that make sense in like your own version of the events that happen in this game, is something that I really like. It's kind of reminiscent of what you do with the Dark Souls story. There is no story if you don't look for it, and if you don't make up your own story, you are not going to find one. This is also the end of the episode. I hope you had fun, and please be back for episode 10.